Heads up guys, I totally mispronounced a character's name. I think I did anyway. If it is wrong, I am very sorry, but you're just gonna have to live with it.
Finally, home.
Approaching the door with keys in hand, I let myself in and turn on the light.
God, I'm tired.
After making my way through the mudroom, a black cat, Key, greets me with a nuzzle and a hungry mew.
Sorry, Key. I'll feed you in a little bit.
Key! Oh my god, so cute. Key promptly jumps on top of my aching back.
Maybe you really are unlucky, Key. I'm starting to slip up.
My eyelids slowly lower and allow me to drift into sleep despite Key's hungry mowing. What's that sound? Just let me sleep. Multiple doorbell rings, quiet tapping. Damn, was there a tutoring session scheduled today? Groggily, I sit on the edge of the bed, elbows on knees. I rub on my eyes with the heels of my palms, trying to wipe away the crust. Walking to the mudroom, I hesitate to unlock the door for my prized pupil.
Fuck. Here we go.
As I open the door, I prepare for an overly enthusiastic teenager to poison me with whatever food he's whipped up this time.
Oh, hi, Ray. Oh, what took you so long? I was worried you wouldn't answer. Are you okay? You look a little pale. Maybe you're hungry? I brought you a bento.
His smile puts the sun to shame and is too bright for my recently opened eyes.
Thanks. I'll save it for later.
No, sir. We're eating it while we study. Mom always said not to let good food go to waste. Besides, I tried out a new recipe.
Yeah, she said that, but she was always tossing your food out. Don't forget.
Oh, shut up. I was only twice. I was just starting to learn, too.
Learning that you can't cook.
Fine. No free food for you.
While he's distracted, I step up quickly and wrap my arms around him, holding his shoulders and ruffling his hair until it resembles a good night of bedhead. Even though Minami protests, it's not enough to deter me or really convince me that he's upset. After his hair is thoroughly amused, I step back to admire my work. Minami's hands instantly run through his hair trying to tame his locks.
Hey, what are you doing? That kinda look cute.
Instantly, Minami stops and looks at me curiously.
You think so?
Yeah, I've always thought your hair was cute. You've gotten better at dyeing it since we did it together the first time.
Ray, don't say it like that.
Don't say it like what?
Minami hits me on the arm, but the strike barely registers.
Just let me inside already. It's cold.
Oh, so you're saying I should let you inside what exactly?
Your apartment. I'm serious, Ray. It's really cold.
Okay. Get your butt inside. How about I make you something warm to drink to make up for it?
Minami carries his bag and carrier past me as he moves into the apartment. Closing the door behind him, I watch as he makes himself at home at the kitchen table.
Where's Key today?
I'd check the bedroom. She might be sleeping somewhere in the comforter.
Okay. I'll go put Senna and Gumi in there to play.
Minami disappears into the bedroom and I'm still surprised that Key even puts up with the two furry bunnies. At first I really thought they would just fight all the time, but they actually seem to get along pretty well. As I move into the kitchen, I decide to make Minami some warm strawberry cocoa as he gets his rabbit settled. The milk begins to warm. I hear Minami leave the bedroom.
Hey Ray, is it okay if I give Key some treats? She's still not loving the bunny's veggies.
Yeah, they're in the same place.
Minami takes it back from the cabinet and disappears back into the room, probably lavishing Key with more treats and attention than she's gotten since his last visit. It gives me just enough time to put the finishing touches on his drink before he exits again and joins me at the table.
Everything okay in there?
Oh yeah, Key and I were just catching up. Oh, did you make this for me? Thank you! It smells delicious!
Well, it was my fault for leaving you outside to freeze.
I knew you were just teasing.
Minami sips his drink happily as I open up my notebook and pick up the notes from where we left off.
So, what did you want to focus on today?
Well, we have this quiz on the circulatory system, and I'm kinda confused about the parts of the heart. It turns out we'll have to dissect one in anatomy. It'll be a pig, but... gross.
Poor child.
Actually, the heart's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not into dead things like you. I just need a quick way to get through this.
Okay, I think I have a few tips I could share.
Minami takes another sip of cocoa and his face lights up.
Great! I knew you'd be the right person to ask.
Reaching into his bag, he pulls out his own notebook, textbook, and a few pens before settling down to take notes.
Nice to see you actually have a notebook now and not just loose papers.
Yeah, but I sometimes wind up tearing them out anyway. Bad habit.
I shake my head and figure he'll just have to learn the hard way in college. Gathering my thoughts, I lean back in the chair before I begin to share the words and wisdom an old professor once passed down to me. Minami makes his usual note-taking face. His eyes squint, face serious, and a cute pink tongue, and a cute pink tongue sticking out of the right side of his mouth. Unlike some of my previous tutorees, he doesn't interrupt or ask questions before I finish explaining. Instead, he acts like a sponge, absorbing everything I have to say. I talk for a while before he asks a few questions, which prompts another few minutes of explanation. After about a half an hour, I would expect him to want to move on to another subject, but instead he seems distracted.
Something else on your mind?
I know this is our tutoring time, but do you think I could ask you something a little personal?
Ooh.
Sure. I mean, is everything okay? Are those guys teasing you again?
Who is teasing you, my sweet, sweet child?
Oh no, you were right. Once they found out who my dad was, they haven't bothered me.
Who's your dad?
I told you. They're just cowards. You shouldn't be afraid to throw your dad's name around once in a while.
It's really not that bad.
Minami absently plays with his pens, looking everywhere but at me, and I wince as his foot accidentally hits my leg.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just nervous.
It's okay. So, what's on your mind?
Well, it might sound kind of silly, but I was thinking I might be able to ask you about relationships.
Oh great, 18 already? I guess he is at that age, but why me? He should know a lot of people better at this kind of thing. Besides, all of my relationships are not safe for his innocence.
Have you ever been in one?
Yeah, well, I've been in lots, but I'm not sure mine are gonna apply to you.
Well, why not? I mean, aren't they all kind of the same?
Oh, you innocent soul. Was I ever that naive?
No, not really. Not at all, actually.
Well, what should I do if I like somebody? Like, a lot.
Oh god, look at his face. I almost want to laugh at how red Minami's face becomes at the question. He's flushed beet red and again still can't hold my stare. It's one of those typical teenager questions that doesn't really have an answer, but at least he's brave enough to ask. I always thought Minami would stay oblivious to these things.
Well, do you know the person? Do they know you?
Yeah, I know them. And they know me. I think we're kind of friends.
That's great. It's one step at least. Have they said anything about liking you? Given you any clues?
No. That's where I get kind of stumped. I just don't know what to say.
How about the truth? I know some people think you shouldn't just blurt it out, but I've always found it's good to be straightforward.
At least it works in the bars.
I'm kind of nervous. What if they don't feel the same?
Never know unless you try, right? Is that friend of yours you do judo with? Lucas, right?
For a split second, Minami looks confused before his gaze drops and he shakes his head.
No, it's not Lucas.
Oh, sorry. You talk about him like he's a cool guy, though.
No, he is. And he is cute. But it's not him. Besides, he just met somebody himself. He's been kinda hush-hush about it, but it's definitely an older guy. He seems pretty happy.
Well, there you go. Why don't you ask him? He's much more your age, and to be honest, your parents would kill me if I shared my kind of hookups with you.
Oh, you mean your bar friends? You still have a bunch of those?
Whenever the urge hits me. Not for a couple months, though.
Why so long?
Just not in the mood, I guess. But my advice, ask your friend Lucas.
Standing from the table, I pick up his empty mug.
Want a refill?
Minami still looks less than thrilled with my help and shakes his head.
No thanks. Sorry I bugged you about this.
Carrying the mug into the kitchen, I set it in the sink to wash later, and turned back to see Minami staring into the distance.
Is it okay if I cut it short tonight? I suddenly don't feel so well.
Walking back to the table, I put a hand on the back of Minami's chair and debate on whether or not to question him further. It was obvious he wanted to just talk about something important, and now he's climbing up. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was my fault.
Are you sick?
No, I just think I'm done for the night.
Okay, then let's do a little role play.
What? What? What?
A roleplay?
WeeWoo! Before he can ask further, I scoop my chair out and take his hand, twirling him once before sliding an arm around his waist and pulling him to my chest. Holding him closely, I feel him trying to squirm away, though my grip is unrelenting. If you want my thoughts on relationships, you're gonna get up. Okay, I'm good. If you want my thoughts on relationships, you're gonna get them up close and personal.
What are we doing?
You're gonna confess your feelings to me. I'm the person you're in love with, and you're gonna tell me exactly how you feel.
No. Ray, I can't do that.
Of course you can. Just envision me as the love of your life.
You are the love of his life. WeeWoo, WeeWoo. WeeWoo is the new word of the day. WeeWoo.
I really can't do this.
No, poor Minami.
Okay, I'll start.
Ray.
Minami, I've been watching you a lot lately. And I've noticed you've been watching me. You're so smart, ambitious, and really kind. In fact, you're the nicest, most considerate person I've ever met. And I can't help but think about you all day. Tell me, do you think about me?
The voice acting is killing me. I am dead. Goodbye.
If I was reading this on my own and there wasn't any voice acting, I'd be fine. But I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dying, I'm dead. This is the ghost of Reyes. Hello? I'll be taking her place. For a minute, I'm not sure he'll respond to my little game. But then his hand comes up and rests hesitantly on my arms.
Yes. I think about you so much.
Oh God.
And I always look forward to seeing you.
This ghost is about to die too.
Sometimes I even daydream during school about you. Thinking about what you're doing. You're so brilliant. And strong. And I get hot just picturing your face.
I'm moving away from the mic. Like, if it's gonna say me, but it doesn't. I have headphones on. I can't escape the voices. Wow. Wow.
I don't really know what it all means, but I just know that I like being with you.
Oh, he's so cute.
I wish I could be with you all the time. But you're out of my league, and I don't think it'll ever really happen.
We are just role-playing, right?
Ray.
Minami hands clutch at my arms before his eyes meet my own.
Of course we are. You said so yourself.
Minami, my child.
You're just really good at this.
Can we roleplay something else?
Yeah, I mean, what else is on your mind?
Oi, oi. Whoa, whoa. 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 Whoa.
I was thinking, oh my God. I didn't think you would do it.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm fine. I'm not fine. Leaning in, Minami lifts on his toes and presses his mouth to mine. This time it's my turn to freeze as Minami feels more comfortable than he ever has. Closing his eyes, Minami's lips are soft and curious. Oh my God, I love this art. Just kill me. Just stab me. Oh wait, I'm already dead. Fuck. His hand squeezed my arm, and I returned the kiss delicately. Letting him lead, I feel his small mouth move against mine before slowly pulling back and then taking another small taste of my top lip, doing the same with the bottom. He pulls away with a soft click. Both our eyes open, looking at each other across the distance.
Thank you for being my first kiss.
Yeah, well, I guess if you ever need a second, I'll be here.
I'm fine. I'm dead. Twice. Over. But I'm fine. Minami laughs richly. And though I've seen him content like this before, it's never been quite this happy. As usual, his laugh is contagious, and I join him enthusiastically. We both thrill in a moment of pure joy. As it begins to ebb, I smile down at him and kiss into his pink hair. Pulling back, my arms slip from his waist.
You sure you still want to end it tonight?
WeeWoo.
Yeah. I need to get home and, get some rest for the quiz tomorrow. I'll just grab the bunnies.
Sure.
Minami turns and grabs the carrier before dashing into the bedroom. Touching my mouth, I smile to myself and shake my head. Shame on you, stealing a virgin's first kiss. Shame on you!
He gave it to me.
Oh God. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Almost too quickly, Minami leaves the bedroom and crosses to the kitchen table.
Really sorry to run off like this, but like I said, I need to get home and, do some studying and some other things.
No, I totally understand. Don't forget to get some sleep, too.
Yeah, sleep. That too.
Minami quickly packs up his things and I move to the door. As I come to a halt, Minami bumps into me from behind.
Oops, sorry. Clumsy.
I almost feel sorry for him and put a hand on his shoulder.
Hey,
Minami hesitates before he looks up at me.
will I see you on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Be safe on the way home, okay?
Opening the door for him, Minami manages a small smile before ducking outside.
Thank you. Good night.
He's already running away as he says it, and I watch him disappear down the steps before closing the door. Shaking my head, I laugh and run a hand through my hair. Well, that was the most interesting tutoring session. Turning off the light in the kitchen, I walk into the bedroom before reality washes over me again. Minami was a nice distraction, but I suddenly realize I have school tomorrow, and on top of that, I have to peer lead for the worst person in the world. Hitting the bed hard, I groan and find myself staring at the ceiling. Knowing him, he's probably getting wasted right now. I didn't want to mention it, but as much as relationships can be wonderful, they can be just as awful. That's the truth I didn't want to tell you. The next day.